Alright, this tutorial session is to show you how to use OpenVPN client with pfSense 2.1 release version. It's not hard, it's not rocket science, so please bear with me, let's walk through it. First, system dashboard, go to system, go to packages. From packages, go to the available packages. We scroll down, OpenVPN client export utility. What this does is once we create the client, once we create the user account, once we create the OpenVPN server, this actually generates an installable file with the configuration on a per user basis. So you don't have to configure a damn thing for OpenVPN. It's done for you automatically. Very cool stuff. There we go. Well done. Now we go to Certificate Manager. Under the System menu, we have no CAs. We need a CA. It's just routine. You cannot break the routine. It will not work. Create a certificate. Let's call it OpenVPN CA because that's exactly what it is. Let's create a new one. We're in New York. Now you know where I live. What to do? Copy, paste. We're mega fat. Let's say you want to go, I don't know, support at megafat.net. Spam me all you like. It's an automated responder. Okay, the common name is, let's see, megafat VPN CA. I'm at a loss for words. What do you want me to say? Okay. Now we go to users. We'll go ahead and create a user. I am the user. I'm Sensei. Create the password. Call it password. I don't recommend using such a weak password, but just for demonstration purposes, it will be fine. Sensei NYC. No expiration date. Not a member of anything. Always put a pre-shared key. Why? Because it helps. Pre-shared key is always the same as the password, by the way. Just to let you know. Necessary? No. Do it anyway. Because I'd like to. Certificate right here. I click on it. I create a certificate. Sensei VPN cert. And the authority is going to be OpenVPN CA, which is what we just created. Tell it to save. Next thing we do is go to VPN, OpenVPN. We're going to go to Wizard. It's so much easier with the Wizard. Local user access. If you don't want to use the account in pfSense, you can always use LDAP. You can always use Radius. For our purposes, we're going to be using local user account. Okay, we have the right CA. Let's hit next. Now we want to add a new certificate. This is a server certificate, not a user certificate. So we're going to call it Open VPN server cert. We don't need the dashes actually. Server cert. Okay, country code US, New York, New York. What is going on here? New York, New York. Organization, megafat. Email support at megafat.net. create certificate. Okay, now it's going to ask the general options. The OpenVPN server information. We want the interface to obviously go off the WAN. We're going to go basic right now. We're going to keep it the WAN. Alright, there's a ton of things you can do, but OpenVPN works on port 1194. In the description, what are we going to call this? We're going to call this OpenVPN test server. Okay. Keep everything pretty much default. The tunnel network. What do we want to call the tunnel network? Let's call it. If you're wondering what a tunnel network is, the tunnel network, when you connect to the remote server, you would have an IP address of, let's say, 192.168.1.50. Your remote pfSense you're connecting to could be 192.168.0.1. Over the internet, it could have any IP addresses, as we know. There's going to be a virtual subnet that your computer will have once you install the OpenVPN software. That virtual subnet will be something like a 10.0.0. whatever, a 172.16. So let's just use 172.16.1.0/24. The local network that we have here is 192.168.0.0. Let's say we allow 5 concurrent connections. This is a very interesting option right here. Right now, if I connect to the VPN from a remote location, I can browse my internet through the current connection, and all network traffic to the VPN will go over the VPN. If I check this box, that means all traffic, whether it's for internet or for the VPN, will go through the VPN, so the VPN controls it. That means any computers on the local network that I'm on will not be able to see me on their network, and I won't be able to see them. That increases the level of security. We're not doing it right now. Yeah, we want to do a little compression. LZO is fine. Do we want my client seeing other clients logging into the VPN? Yes. No. Duplicate connections. Allow multiple concurrent connections from the clients using the same common name. It's not generally recommended, but might be needed for some scenarios. Basically, my common name, each user is going to have their own common name. So I'm going to say no. So I'm not going to check it. Am I allowing clients to retain their connection if the IP address changes? Yes, because that's going to be if I have a dynamic IP. Do I want to give? Okay, address pool. Provide a virtual adapter IP address to clients. See tunnel network. Yes. I can assign the connecting client to my local DNS domain. Make that local server 1. Let's say DNS server show 192.168.0.2, let's say, for example. Do I want NetBIOS? Yeah, sure, why not? Leave it at the type. The node type is none. Normally you can use P or B, but I'm going to leave it none. Scope ID 0, but let's leave it blank. Any additional options? Like additional routes, if I want to push a route, if I have multiple tunnels going on, sure. Nah, I'm not going to do it. I do want to add the firewall rule, and I do want to add an OpenVPN rule onto the pfSense. I hit finish. Now we go to client export. I have one user, Sensei, certificate name right there. And now we have a bunch of different options. We have standard configurations. Archive or config only. These are downloadables. I know the links aren't very pretty. We have inline configurations. These are the ones that are really cool. You have Android configuration from the OpenVPN client. We have OpenVPN Connect for iOS and Android. And for others, then we have Windows installers, version 2.2 and 2.3 for x86. Then we have a viscosity bundle for the Mac OS X. Let's grab the Windows installer, because I'm going to give you a little tour of that. Okay,